Hi guys, welcome to Manhood Explained. My name is Camille. Today is 3rd of July 2020. Welcome to video number 189. Listen, today we've watched crazy movie. It's called Desperados, and it's one of those movies that I call the schnitzel movie, which is like a direct translation from Polish when we have this saying that this is kind of the like a lame movie, like low quality that you're gonna watch by eating schnitzel or eating anything, for that matter. And you don't really care if it just needs something to just to go on the monitor when you're eating, and you don't really care if you lose half of the movie because you know it's not gonna be a quality one that you really want to focus on. So we were watching this movie. I think it just showed up on Netflix, but I'm not going to spoil anything because all that you can see on the trailer. On the trailer is what I'm going to be saying. But we knew that it's going to be a terrible movie. It has 5.2 on Internet Movie Database. But we watched it and I kind of concentrated on things that I knew that were going to be there, and it's perfect example to what I want to talk about. And I want to talk about why me personality is basically murdering your happiness. And there are at least three things you can take from this movie. It's not going to be so tiring if you're going to be watching this movie with kind of this, trying to observe this thing. So first of all, if you look at this not so really Oscar movie, even though no, there are people there who are really great actors, and like Anne Camp, I've saw her in other stuff. She's really capable of doing anything. But I'm digressing. That being said, like first of all, the main character, it's basically whatever she says, whatever she do, it's just me. In every sentence, like about my feelings, about my problems, about myself, and it's so terrible, and we are so conscious about it that I watched my wife watching this movie, and she was tired and she was angry and she was like really not really enjoying the movie, and I was laughing of that, and we were laughing out of that as well, because if you understand that everyone who is so obsessed about themselves that everything is about them, you know that it's a highway to complete disaster. And you probably know this kind of people. They never ask what happens in your life. They never do anything about you. Everything is about them. All the drama, everything that happens, is all about them and them being obsessed with themselves. But I want you to look at yourself as a guy and think about it. Maybe you are this kind of person. Maybe you're not even realize that you are obsessed about yourself. And then that's why everything is a problem. Everything, can trigger you because you're obsessed about yourself. Whether you like it or not, maybe the things that you experience in your, I don't know, maybe past relationships, maybe friendships, maybe in your family, maybe even in your own marriage. Maybe there's a problem because you're obsessed about that everything, goes around yourself. Think about it. Because nobody wants to be with someone who is completely and blind to anything else, and that they're just everything is about you, because it's really impossible really to be yourself and kind of feel that this relationship goes both ways if you being this person and you don't even want to listen to what I have to say. There's no place for someone else in your life and their passions, their problems, if you're thinking about yourself. So you're basically kind of hurting your own reality, your own happiness, because you cut everybody else's out. And maybe that's why you're alone. Maybe that's why you're having issues with your relationship, because you're just obsessed about yourself. Point number 2. You've got to understand that your friends can be the same. Maybe they think about themselves, or maybe they just fuel your delusion. And there's a perfect example in that movie as well, that this whole shenanigans, that all the thing that happens is because her friends pushed her and said that there was a great idea for her to write a stupid email to the guy. Watch the trailer or watch the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. But then does the same thing happens in our own lives? Maybe you've got friends they don't have to be obsessed about themselves or obsessed about you, but they're idiots. Their advice will cost you a lot. And that's the same level of stupidity, because if you're stupid, if you're obsessed about yourself, you're making mistakes. But then if there's someone else seeing that you're doing this and they're not stopping you, they just, saying, yeah, that's a great idea, then where do you think you're going to end up? And many of us as guys, we have this kind of friends. They bring nothing to your life. Just, another stupid idea that then you'll have to pay for. And if you're in your relationship, maybe you're married, then ask yourself how many of your friends have no relationship of their own, or at least it's not successful, and now they're advising you? Really? So think about it. You may be obsessed about yourself. You maybe have stupid friends who advise you to do even more stupid things. But then go towards your relationship. If you're an idiot on your own, that's a problem. Then if you're advised by even bigger morons, then you're completely screwed. But then if you're taking that to your relationship, all that will make you pay for your stupidity and whatever you bring to your relationship if you're not stop that. So that's why I want you to kind of think about it, that you'll have to kind of turn this thing upside down. Because in a relationship, if you want this thing to work, you cannot be obsessed about yourself. Kind of the contrary, you'll have to be obsessed about her. And if you're saying, again, about, everything is about her, don't be so stupid to think that way. Because kind of reverse this whole situation and put it upside down. How would you react? What would be your feeling if she would go completely obsessed about you, but not in this weird and this terrible, crazy way, but if she would be really smart, but really she would do whatever she can to help you, to support you, to make you happy, to kind of to make your experience of your relationship exactly as you want it to be? Would that be something that you would like to experience, to see, to feel? As most of you, if you really think about it, you say that would be awesome. If I would know that, that she's just trying to make this whole thing to be an amazing experience, and she's smart about it. So then, if you want this to happen to you, why wouldn't you make it happen to her? Think about it. What will happen if you'll really be smart about it, but be so supportive? Be loving and doing all you can to make your relationship a place that she can be really satisfied and happy. And then think what will happen to your relationship then. Because if you're smart, then you understand that that's what relationship is supposed to be. I'm doing something for her out of love, and then she's coming back to me the same way, because that's exactly what's going to happen. And it's not weakness, kind of the contrary. That's being smart, because that's how you will see that your relationship is going to work. So don't be obsessed about yourself. If you have friends who are not helping, or even worse, then think about what you're supposed to do about them. Maybe it's time to stop. And then looking at your relationship, if you're obsessed about yourself, you're destroying it. So then try to reverse it and make her the priority, and then you will see how much it will change the whole vibe in between you two, and how this whole experience is going to change, just because you were the first one who consciously started to make it all about her. This is what I want you to take from this video. It takes wisdom to look at your friends and say, I think they're morons. Their advice is terrible. Why would I even listen to them? It takes wisdom and courage to look at yourself and say, I think I'm a moron as well. I'm completely destroying my life, my happiness, and even more, I'm completely destroying my relationship. But finally, it takes wisdom, courage, and guts to do something about it. Because, the talk is cheap. So that's why think about it and do something about it. Because only by doing something you're going to prove what kind of a man you truly are. If you like this video, like, share, comment. If you didn't, tell me as well what you think, what is your experience. And if there's anything you want me to talk about, give me a shout. I'll be glad to do it for you. And that being said, see you tomorrow.